Can y'all hear that? No, you can't hear that. What you should be hearing is the click, click, click of the Energizer for the hog fencing. There's metal on metal somewhere, guys, and I'm gonna take you around with me with this old, very old little fence tester that my dad gave me. We're gonna see if we can figure out why the fence isn't hitting. Sounds like metal on metal somewhere, guys. Y'all, thanks for stopping in at the Piney Woods. Today's gonna be a little bit of a walk and talk video because that's about all I got in me. All right, we're gonna start off at Buttercup's spot because it's the closest. Y'all, all you do is take this little clip. On the other end of it is a grounding rod. You put that into the soil, and then you take the other end of it and place it, and you can see it's hot. You can see the light going off. See if I can try it up here. Yep, you can see it a little better there. If the camera's picking it up anyways. So her section of fence is hot. So we got to figure out where it's not. Alright, while we're walking down to the next area to check with this little tester, this little walk and talk, y'all. This past week or so, it's been challenging, guys. Challenging. I've lost a little bit of weight in the past, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 days. And I really didn't need to lose any weight. But you know, I was saying a while back on a video that the Lord had been good to us. Past several weeks, been clicking right along pretty good. Y'all, as soon as I said that, that's when things kind of went to kaput. But we don't let it get us down mentally, no more than, you know, sickness. It does drag you down, but we don't let it affect our faith in any way, because God is still good, and whether you are smooth sailing or whether you're going through some bumps and stuff like this. But sickness is a bump, y'all, and that's not the only thing that's a bump. Let me tell you what happened this week. And I know some people are like, just get on to checking the fence. Well, fast forward if that's what you want to get to. Trust me, it won't be much further down the road here. So this week I'm reminded why I can't stand the system. And when I talk about the system, y'all, I'm talking about the system. This week I get a letter from DMV saying that one of our vehicles has lapsed in insurance, wanting to charge me a certain sum of money. So I call up my insurance provider and they're like, no, hadn't been no lapse. It was a goof on somebody's end, but not yours. And you know, it's just junk like that, you know. It just, you know, you're already sick, and then you get something like that, and you're worried about something happening to your tag on your vehicle and getting towed if you get pulled over and they say it's no good. Because trust me, you know, I know all about that kind of stuff. So anyways, that got sorted out pretty easy. Had a really nice person on the phone that gave me excellent customer service, which was very nice. But it's not just stuff like that, you know. You're constantly dealing with taxes, fees, nothing that you own property, at least here in North Carolina, do you feel like you ever truly own it? Because you pay taxes on it every single year. Property taxes. Makes no sense to me. Why you pay taxes on something when you purchase it, and you pay taxes on something once a year just so that you can have the privilege to continue to live in that house or drive that vehicle. Constant taxes, y'all, but they say it's for our own good. All right. About to trip over everything out here. Go in here with these topping pigs. and do the same little test with this little gadget and see what we see. Get the probe back in the dirt. And find us a wire. And it's hitting, but it ain't hitting as hard. Alright, I gotta stay on the hunt, because they're getting some juice right here. There's metal hitting metal somewhere, and there's a whole lot of fence out here, y'all, so let me just keep on trucking and see if I can find a problem. Alright, I've been around this entire 1 acre of fence, and I have yet to see metal on metal anywhere, but my test light keeps getting weaker and weaker the further I get away from the Energizer, so it leads me to believe that the problem is probably up around Buttercup's lot. So I'm gonna keep on digging around there and I'll find the issue. We're in a drought, y'all. Fortunately, we live in a bottom, and so even though there's a drought, there's still some moisture in the soil, so our ground rods are able to help the fencing system out. In other words, if it were dry as a bone and you didn't have a good ground, you would have no fence. We've still got juice on the fence, even though it's not what it should be. So I'm gonna keep on digging around. I'll find the problem, and if I do, I'll show you the solution. It's Matthew here at the Piney Woods Homestead, guys. If you have tried our Piney Woodsman Beard Balm, you're going to be thrilled over this. We've come up with a new flavor, as we call them around here, guys. Deer Stand, that's what it's called. It's going to remind you of deer hunting in the fall. The smell of fresh leaves falling, the smell of fresh dirt being turned over, the smell of that crisp morning air as you're climbing up into the deer stand, freezing your tail off. Guys, you're going to love Deer Stand from Piney Woodsman. So fortunately, we have permanent fencing up around all of these hogs, because I am having a hard time finding where this fence is hitting metal on metal. It's somewhere around in here. I think I've got it isolated to Buttercup's lot, but who knows, y'all. But back to what I was talking about a while ago, you know, it's easy to get bogged down and frustrated over taxes, you know, property taxes, the fact that you have to pay every single year to continue to have ownership in something that you own. Makes no sense to me. Income tax, all that stuff, it can really bog you down. A lot of things can bog you down. The wars going on around the world can bog you down. You know, if we didn't have taxes funding them, probably wouldn't have so many of them. Just a thought. But a lot of things can bog you down. But the fact of the matter is we live in a sinful, broken world. And the only real solution for it is the blessed hope that me as a Christian am looking for. That is back to a perfect world. And we're just not going to have it in this temporary world that we're living in. But if you have put your faith in Christ, you're going to have that perfect world again one day. But until then, we make the most of what we have here. We enjoy every breath that the Lord gives us, whether it is sick for a week or two or for longer in some people's cases, mine in the past, and Lord, even today. I'd rather be doing something more physically exerting than what I'm doing here, but that's all I got in me, guys. And so I'm bringing you along for it. You're seeing real homesteading, y'all, real life here. There is nothing fake on our channel. Nothing fake, nothing fake at all, y'all. One thing that cracks me up a lot of times is you'll see a thumbnail for a farming or a homesteading or a sawmilling or wood splitting or whatever, something outdoorsy, tractors, it don't matter, and they'll have some skimpy woman because they're wanting you to click on it, y'all. That's the world for you. That is the world. You ain't gonna see no skimpy woman around here, no thumbnails. And I ain't no skimpy man, but I don't know, maybe the beard to draw some folks in. What do you think? Is that clickable? All right, I am trying to walk out of these woods, y'all, and it's like every step that I take, my boots feel about 5 pounds heavier. That's just from trying to get well. Guys, I want to take just a quick second here to give a thank you to those of you guys that have been with us since we started this channel just over 2 years ago. And I'm going to try to remember some names here. My brain's a little fuzzy, but we got Mark. We got Judy. We got Isaiah, I believe that's correct. Or Isaiah, I believe that's how you pronounce that. Let's see. Oh man, my brain's gonna goof up here. Gary, out in Indiana. No, not Indiana. Is that right? Tractor Talk Gary. Geezer, Roy, up there in Ohio. And y'all, I know there are some folks I'm missing here. Nancy. I know there's folks I'm missing, but y'all, there's a core group of folks that comment on every single video. And y'all don't know how much that means to us, that you're willing to take time out of your day to watch the things that we do around here and to comment, to talk to us. In a perfect world, we could sit down around a table and break bread together, but we're not in a perfect world. So we got to have some friends out there that we can talk to in this way. And if you hadn't commented, y'all, and you're wanting to be part of this homestead family right here, comment below. Those that have been with us for all this time are nice, easy to talk to. And y'all, we got an email too. If you don't want to comment, you want to shoot us an email and say, hey, appreciate what you're doing, like it, what have you. Do it. We love hearing from folks. I've heard from several folks lately that have done just that. That maybe don't comment, but send an email and say, hey, I love the Beard Balm, I bought some, or hey, I love watching what y'all do. I know it ain't easy, but it's inspiring. Things like that. So just to thank you guys, but just a walk and talk today, looking for a fence wire problem. I ain't found it yet. Talking about taxes and all the other ills of the world and the only real solution to it, guys. All right, y'all have a good day, a great week. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. We'll be back with another one, maybe a little more exciting on the next one. Keep praying I get well and we'll have just that. We'll see you guys.